Just a hall, nice and quiet, with a few of their closest friends, or even a ceremony right here in their home. But no, Dani had to be the big shot. Dani had to line up a swanky ballroom at Las Vegas's MGM Grand Hotel for the wedding. Dani had pulled out her platinum Visa card and paid ahead for a lavish dinner and free bar for 30 of their closest friends and relatives. Jesus. 30 grand, gone with the swipe of a piece of plastic. And that wasn't counting the flights and the $200 a night room for a week. There were incidentals, too, like the $200 boxes of Monte Cristo cigars, the Dom Perignon, the limo. She shook her head at her stupidity. 30 grand worth of pride and vanity. 30 grand they could really use right now. She poured 2 fingers of scotch in the thick square glass and wondered how much money she was about to pour down her throat. $7, maybe? She'd never thought about that kind of thing before, but now she did. Now, the nickel and diming burrowed into her thoughts regularly, like a sliver under her skin she couldn't excise. She swirled the liquid slowly, took a tentative sip. The burning trail down her throat infused her with warm and calm, a moment of sanity. The feeling wouldn't last, but she would hold on to it for as long as she could. "Honey, do you think I should risk bringing my good jewelry?" Shannon emerged from the bedroom, and the sight of her stilled Dani's heart, as it always did. After 6 years together, her sweetie still made her heart leap pleasurably into her throat. It was everything about Shannon, and not just her silky blonde hair and gorgeous green eyes and her trim little body that fit so perfectly against Dani's. It was Shannon's generosity, intelligence, her sense of humor, the loving warmth in her that Dani admired so much. The right partner was supposed to make you a better person, and maybe that was true, she figured, because she tried so hard to be a better person for Shannon. Shannon deserved the best from her. Dani grinned at her partner, her mood much lighter now. "Of course you should. It's Vegas, baby. Where else can you put on the dog?" The little frown at the corner of Shannon's mouth was adorable. "I know, but I wouldn't want them to get stolen. Those pearl earrings that were my grandmother's are worth a small fortune now. And that diamond necklace you gave me for Christmas? I don't even want to think about what you must have paid for that." Neither do I, Dani thought, and smiled through her sudden heartburn. It wasn't her sweet Shannon who had the champagne tastes. It was Dani. Dani was the one who'd felt the need to show off, the one who wanted to keep her woman looking good in brand-name clothes and Cartier jewelry. Shannon was perfectly happy in her jeans and t-shirts and worn-down leather boots. It was Dani who'd insisted on the Anne Kleins, the Guccis, the Armanis, the Louis Vuittons in Shannon's closet. Dani was the one always flashing the bills and the patchwork of colorful credit cards in her wallet. Dani liked money, liked the trappings, and wanted the world to know she was a successful business executive who could take care of herself and her woman. And what the hell was wrong with that anyway? It wasn't like she was hurting anyone. She was simply enjoying life. And they had been enjoying life and its finer things. Except now, suddenly, they couldn't. She could no longer even swing half of it. They'd be back to living in a row house, clipping coupons, taking the L train. Shannon back to working shifts at the hospital, maybe even having to work while she was pregnant. "Honey, are you okay? You look a little pale." "I'm fine." Dani swallowed and forced a smile. She could cover pretty well for herself. "It's the greatest week of my life, darling. I'm more than fine."